I forgot I pressed the record button. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Little Red Ninja Allotment channel. I'm just checking out a few things over the plot today. Mainly space for where I can put my peas that I've sown so far, and checking on the areas where I can put them. But I'm thinking the best place for them is the bed I've just done. Do excuse the plane that's going right over my head. Noisy git. Turn your engine down. Thank you. Right, let's get back to it. I'm just checking on the areas that I've got ready to go. Got a fire going, but I'm collecting all the ash from that for in a few weeks' time. But the area that I have chosen is the area that I've done. And don't panic. It's too early to start sowing a lot of veg this time of the year, but in today's video I will be showing you what you can sow right now to get a head start. But I'll also show you my peas that are doing exceptionally well back at the den, and I'll show you those in a bit. But first of all, I've got to dump a load of stuff that I've collected, which is going to go with my hotbed, and put the fire out and get back to the den so I could show you what I'm sowing and what you can sow. So don't panic. If your weather is atrocious, you can sow these, and by the time all the nasty weather, cold weather, snow, rain, whatever, it'll be ready to plant. So I'll just show you what I've managed to get for the hotbed when I start doing it, which I will be doing this week, and hopefully show you in my next video. So let's just quickly go and have a look of what I've collected. Now, one thing that I have managed to get hold of, courtesy of a builder, is some more battens for here. Absolutely perfect. So what I'm doing, I'm recycling these old battens. Rather than going to DIY shops to buy a whole load, I can recycle these, and they're decent wood. Few nails in them, but that's no problem. I can get those nails out and repurpose those nails, because every single one is straight. And I unfortunately stabbed myself on that one. Don't worry, no blood came, but you've got to be careful, especially when you've got large nails like that. Be very careful, because you'd probably have to have a tetanus shot if you drew blood. But yeah, that will go really well with the frame that I'm going to build right here, and hopefully the weather will be okay in the coming weeks. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But let's just tell you why I've chosen the area that I've shown you with my peas. So let's crack on. Well, the reason I have chosen this area is mainly because it's nowhere near my onions. I have researched this, and peas believe it or not, do not like growing next to onions, and vice versa. So I think I've got a bit of a distance between where the onions are there to here. I might even put them up there, but no. Come on, Paul. Come on. You've made a decision, and they go in there. But I've got some fabric to go around the whole of this area to protect them from the cats walking all over them, and also animals coming to eat them. And all I need is to use some of those battens like I have here, but what I will need to do is use a fire to burn the ends like I've shown you in a previous video. I might even put it in the link below in the description box, so you can have a look at that video and how I treat the wood. But yeah, that's the reason why, is because they don't like growing near onions. Right, let's just have a quick look at this fire before I put it out. I think that's all gone. I can repurpose that wood ash, which I'll show you in a couple of weeks what I do with it, and I also mix it with something else as well, something that might surprise you. But let's get back to the den, as it's starting to rain again, and then get back and show you the peas and show you some of the seeds that I'm sowing this weekend. So as quick as you know it, I'll have a coffee. So let's get on and get back and show you. Right, made it back to the den, and I have got my coffee, half drunk at the moment. I've got a selection of seeds which I'll tell you about in a minute. Got some seed trays I need to sort out before I start sowing what's in that pile. But here are my peas. Oh, and I've got a small selection of tomatoes, which I'll tell you about in a minute, and why I've done them now. There is a reason for that. But the peas there, as you can see, 4 individual pot trays, and they're doing really well, and they're getting to the point where they need to go in the ground, because if you see on this one, they're starting to go, they're following daylight, and I do have daylight in the den, but that's only artificial, because the sun is getting hotter. Wow, I wouldn't say hotter, I would say the days are getting longer. They're following the sun, so I need to put them out, and the variety is called Early. That was what was on the packet, just early peas. So I don't know how well they'll do. Hopefully they'll stay like this but grow bigger, and I'll have an early crop of peas. Right, bit more of that coffee, then I'll tell you about the tomatoes I've grown, and also those seeds there. That's not all the seeds that I will be doing, but it's just a small selection that you can actually start right now. So let's have a bit of coffee and get back to the tomatoes. Right then, let's have a look at the tomatoes. But before that, if you're liking the video so far, please do smash that subscribe button and the notification bell, as well as the like button. But little Ninja has gone out for the day, so he can't tell you to also share the video as well. But less of that and more on these tomatoes. Right, the first one is a bog standard, quite popular variety called Moneymaker. The next one is Ulster Craig, and the one in the middle is called Sweet Million. And I thought I'd start some in January, just to see how they'd get on. I know it is too early to start at the moment. Well, especially if you're having cold weather. But I thought I'd give it a crack to see how they'd get on. There's a little bit of damage on the end of these leaves, but not to worry. I can wait until it's grown a little bit more, and then I can get rid of those leaves. But it's only seeing how they would cope with the conditions. I haven't put them under lights. I've just put them on a windowsill without a radiator. I just let them crack on, and they're doing all right. So I'm quite happy about that. But let's get on and show you the seeds you can plant now. And there is a lot that I will be sowing, but this is just a small selection of what you can start now, considering some of them have got a very long growing season. So I'll mainly just do those for you today. So let's crack on and clear these peas so I can show you the seed packets. Right then, here we go. Here's a small selection of seeds you can sow right now, and the ones that I do suggest that you sow right now are these two. I know I've got an Alicante tomato and a Toro Rosso pepper, but any pepper, any tomato, sow it right now, because they take an age. Well, especially the peppers, they have a very long growing season. So start sowing them now, and you won't regret it, because you'll have a fantastic crop, especially with the tomatoes. I had my best crop of tomatoes I've ever done last year, and I sowed them this time last year. So if you want a plentiful supply of tomatoes, start right now. It's really good. Also, not peppers, beetroot. Start the beetroot, because they don't mind the cold. So get them going if you like beetroot. Also radish as well. They're not fussed. You can grow them near enough all year round. And the same with the lettuce as well. I start most of my lettuces in the first week of March. So that'll be for the next couple of weeks. I'll be sowing all lettuces. Also corn salad, or lamb's lettuce as people like to call it, which is quite a very, very good lettuce. It's very reliable. That's Swiss chard. I just grow it for my compost bins and ground cover. Basil I grow near enough 9 months of the year, 10 months of the year, so I'm starting a new batch. I need to get a new packet because I've nearly run out of that in that packet. Kale is also a good one to start sowing now. And also these two here. And the reason I've got these two here is because they do take a long time. But the variety is called a Bangor F1 carrot and an Albion F1 parsnip. And the reason I've got these two is mainly because I've done a lot of carrot growing and parsnip growing, and these two are supposed to have a very, very long taproot. So if you want long carrots and long parsnips, these two varieties are perfect. So I have not grown the Bangor, or I've not grown the Albion, but I want long parsnips and I want long carrots. So I'm giving them a crack this year. So wish me luck with that. They won't be going in the ground just yet, but I thought I'd show you new variety of parsnip and carrot that I'm growing this year. There's loads of other new varieties that I'm growing on the plot this year, so I will be showing you those in the next few weeks or over the next few videos, hopefully, if I've got time. But if you've liked the video, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you've got a few ideas from watching this video, especially with the tomatoes and the peppers. But I'm gonna go and make myself another coffee, as that one is gone, and I'll see you in the next video, where hopefully I've done quite a few bits on the plot so I can show you. But until then, look after yourself and crack on with sowing those seeds. And I'll see you the next time. Bye for now.